Hello and welcome to what do we call this? We called it Olive Glow
Roundtable. Unplugged.
Unplugged
Yeah.
or yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So
Unplugged.
unfiltered, unplugged, all those things. And if you haven't heard about Olive Tree People before, I hadn't up until about 7 months ago. This brand is waterless skincare and beauty, and it is, as you see on the slide, from Europe, developed in Germany. And I was actually just sharing this backstory with a friend of mine today and telling him just about Thomas and how he came about learning about the power of the olive trees and how they can not only be helpful in skincare, which you see a lot on social media, but also internally helpful for us in a wellness aspect because the active ingredient is highly anti-inflammatory and antioxidant rich. So as you can see, like waterless skincare is one of the fastest growing. Uh, we're the fastest growing waterless company. There really isn't any, competition at this point. Certainly, no one with the hydroxytyrosol olive leaf, our own organic orchard in Spain. 21 years of the founder working on the company. There's just a lot of like what you call like unicorn signs with this business. And that's why actually me and Kelly, who's on the call too, she found this company through a friend of ours who was, who had learned about from one of her friends. And she said, hey, I really think you might want to take a look at this with me. I just want you to take a look. I've been a PA in dermatology for almost 20 years, 20 years next month. And I have definitely tried a lot of skincare. I take care of people with skin concerns every day. I have seen personally a lot of increased inflammation and skin irritation. I think more so, it seems like in the past decade, and even though we write a lot of prescription medicines, it still seems like a lot of times maybe those prescription medicines don't really do what we hoped it would do for the patient. So I find I didn't really know that there was waterless skincare, and I hadn't heard of it until Kelly had me take a look. But when I started researching it and I saw that when you have a base of this green elixir, which is the juice kind of from it when you push on an olive leaf. It's what this woman here in the picture is doing. That is the olive leaf elixir, which is 70% of the base of our products. Other products I've used up until that point, they were 70% water. And there's nothing wrong with water, but when you put water in something, you need then preservatives and extra inactive ingredients that will keep it from, having bacteria, fungus, all these sort of opportunistic things that can grow in bottles. And so I was immediately drawn, when I looked at the website, I was immediately drawn into the internals aspect of this too, because I had, of course, a lot of experience learning about skincare. I was even with a premium skincare brand that was dermatology grade. I was with that company for 10 years. And this, though, was something that I hadn't seen somebody connect gut health and skin health and lowering inflammation with skin health before. And when I saw our internals page on the website, I thought, wow. I mean, I kind of got chills, and I think I messaged Kelly right away, and I was like, yes, we should totally do this. Like, I don't know how it's going to go, but we should do this. And so as I started to learn, and Kelly's a OBGYN by trade, and she had done a ton of research on hydroxytyrosol and was kind of filling me in on it, which I later then went down my own little research rabbit hole. But there's over 2,500 PubMed So medical studies and different articles on they're used for cancer, they're used for skincare, they're used for they're studying against all kinds of different things as a ingredient. So you can see on this slide, they talked about, different things with hydroxytyrosol. And I think the LDL cholesterol lowering, that also kind of drew me in with some of the products that do that, as well as all these other things that it's like, yes, 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 yes. And they keep going down the line like, oh, yes, I want all those things. And so this is the famous treehouse in Spain, and Thomas, the founder, he started this company 21 years ago, and the first product was IO1, which is an internal product. It is highly antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. We always tell people that are new to olive tree people, or we definitely encourage them, if you're only going to be able to buy one product from olive tree people, it should be an internal. And potentially the IO1, because once you lower the inflammation, anything you buy skincare wise is going to work even better. So many customers will start with like one internal and maybe like another face product, or just kind of finding that perfect fit for you. This is just a little bit more about Spain, the organic orchards. It's definitely certified and very just a very unique sourcing. So a lot of times with skincare, you don't really know where stuff comes from. And with this product, we know where everything comes from. So I just want to show, before I pass it over to Lisa, I was going to just show a little bit about conventional skincare, which is everything I've used for, and pretty much everyone has always used for um, forever. And then what the difference is with the Oliveda Olive Tree People products. So you see here 70% water versus 70% olive leaf elixir. So you're getting a product in the end that is highly bioactive, very concentrated. So a little bit goes a long way. And you're able to really feel and see results rather quickly. But I'll let Lisa share, what her results were out the gate. And I'll kind of pass it over to you while I show a few more slides, Lisa.
Okay. So just background about myself. I'm a retired school teacher, and I have worked in the skincare industry with a premium skincare company as well, which is where I met Jenn, although we do have roots back to high school. But so I'm getting ready to turn 55 years old this weekend. And so I'm kind of at a stage in my life where I'm starting to feel old. My body is starting to tell me I'm getting old. And so this past year, I've kind of been on, more of a journey of trying to find things that are going to help me feel younger, look younger, and maybe take care of this body that I have, because it's the only one I have. So I have found myself kind of on this journey, especially this year, of trying to work out, do some exercising, pay attention to things I'm putting into my body, trying to find supplements that would help collagen and all the things that decrease as we get older and start heading towards the wonderful stage of menopause and all the great things that come with that. Drying out and dry hair and dry skin and aches and pains and all these things. So just about anything I can do to help that process feel better, I'm in. So while the premium skincare I was using and promoting, I loved, I thought it did a great job, but I had a hard time justifying that it was necessarily good for me. And so, the justification that it just makes you look pretty just wasn't, it was a hard sell for me. So when the company started making some different business choices that I didn't really agree with, I started watching where my other skincare people were going. And one of those was Jenn. So I've been watching Jenn for months to see what she was using and where she was going and what she was selling, and could see just in her skin and in her posts and her journey that what she was using was working. and that what she was using, she believed in. And so when she reached out to me, I jumped in because I think I was ready to make a change. And I just really loved the fact that this is a product that really fit into everything I was kind of finding myself believing in, which, 20 years ago, I might not have bought quite so into it, but at this age, I definitely am ready to take care of what I have. And so I was really turned into the fact that, I'm an educator, and I love the fact that the foundation of this company is education and educating people. I love learning because I'm an educator. So learning about these products has been fun, and I've just enjoyed talking about them and learning about them. So it was kind of easy for me to really jump into this product. Um, and I jumped in before I'd even tried a thing. But I haven't stopped finding things since, and I just keep getting more and more affirmation that I'm in the right place. I've just loved working with Jenn and getting to know Kelly a little bit and getting to know a team of people that I just enjoy talking to and kind of build me up and kind of put me on this challenging route. If anyone, Caitlin can probably justify, but one thing I always do is hide from a camera. So the fact that I'm sitting in front of a camera talking is, just a push for me. So just kind of a personal challenge to me and making myself feel better with all the products. Um, so this just kind of been easy. And the company, as far as, as more I look into the products and research them, I mean, I just get, I find out all the true benefits of the hydroxytyrosol, which is a word that took me 3 weeks to be able to pronounce. But the more I get to know it, it's just the benefits to the body are huge. Taking them internally, it makes sense, like to get healthy on the inside, and that's going to make you look healthy on the outside. And then on top of that, being able to put things on my skin that are healthy and not chemical based is just makes a lot of sense to me. Like a lot of my friends that I've talked to that have tried this have said, this product just sells itself. And they're right, because it's good for you. So it makes sense. It's not just about making you look pretty, it's making you feel better. You're doing healthy things for your body. So I just
Yeah,
like
I love that. What was the first thing that you tried?
Um, well, I bought several things at first, but um, I tried I definitely got the face wash because I love having a
Mhm.
clean face. And I got a serum. I bought the anti-aging kit, so the serums with the gold labels. Um, and I just got the F59. I didn't bring the serum. Actually, I think it's the 86 and the 87 that I tried first, and I've been enjoying those. Um, one of the things I love is that there are so many different things to try. So if you don't necessarily want to do skincare, you're happy with your skincare, you can try the internals, you can try the shower. I was just reading some reviews of a couple of people had tried the shower gels and they're loving them. And there's skin
Mhm.
and there's stuff for your body, body serums and body oils and body lotion, which is great. So it's not just your face. So do you want me to go ahead and share a couple
Yeah,
later on?
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you have that. And
So,
I was going to show Olive Rose too, just
okay.
to, because I don't know if I have a slide on this, so I'll just show it here. So this is a newer product for our company. Our founder's daughter helped him to do what is called serum hydroxytyrosol skin tint. And this makes, you can see this quiz on the sheet on the slide here that we have a quiz for a shade finder and we have a quiz for just a general, that can give you feedback immediately. So like the consultant that invited you, if you're watching the replay of this Zoom, you would just get that quiz so that you can see which ones it recommends, but then also just following up with them. I mean, the thing I love about Olive Rose is that I'm not really a makeup wearer, but I do like something that evens and helps. I have a little flushing, and some textural things, and I feel like it's pretty, I don't know if this lighting's that good, but I don't know if you can see the glow, but it does give like a really nice glow to the skin. And you can, I usually do a contour with like two shades. Some people do three shades, like, something like your exact match, something a little darker, something a little lighter. But that is a great one to, have, I think, alongside with the other things that, we offer. So.
Caitlin was asking if there were samples. I don't think they have samples yet of the colors, right? It's just the quiz.
Oh, yes, right. And but what we have is a 365-day empty bottle guarantee. So with 365-day guarantee, if like I've had someone one time get a shade that like she got a couple shades and one of them wasn't exactly, she just sent it back and got the, you can exchange, you can return for refund. I've never ever seen 365-day return policy. So,
Yeah, I love the aloe veras.
oh, there it is.
I've used tinted skincare before, and I liked it a lot, but it would streak sometimes, and it didn't necessarily layer very well. This one,
Mhm.
I think it just goes on so easily, and it doesn't feel like it's on your face, but it covers, and you can add more layers if you need a little more coverage in particular places. And I've been able to add makeup over top of it if you want to, but if you don't want to, I think it's plenty. I've used it with the darker shades and lighter shades for highlighting, and I really like it. So I think it's a big part of the product line for sure.
Yeah, so it definitely goes in this really easily. And it's just so it feels really light and it has this it's got a scent, but it's just very fresh. It's not anything because I'm sort of scent phobic and I'm very sensitive. Like if you wear perfume, I'm gonna sneeze. Um, but this is all just done, it's done so well. And when you see on the slide here, it talks about cell protective. So I've been a big advocate for sunscreen, being in dermatology, but honestly, this has been so sun protective. I haven't even been using the sunscreens like I was before for a number of reasons that have to do with sunscreen just not being a very clean product. But I found that this is so cell protective that it does make a big difference for me. And I'm in the Florida sun, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
no,
outside
no
all the time.
sunburn.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, I've spent a few days now, and I haven't had a hat on, and the sun's been, our UV's going up as we get into spring and summer, and I haven't burned, and I've been just having these products and olive rose, and I've not burned. So, and I'm outside quite a bit. So,
Yeah.
I brought along just a couple of so I have the clean cleanser and toner that I love, and the serums mixing with the elixirs and all of those, those are all excellent. I brought along a couple of the extra products today that I just think are kind of neat add-ons that, um, so I love the fact that there's an anti-aging body cream, again, because I just feel like it's lovely to take care of my face. I love taking care of my face, but I was really kind of missing not being able to stop the aging going on in the rest of my body. And I just got the body serum, the Cell Active B16 body serum. And I thought this would be like a serum, but it actually looks like, I don't know if you can see that, but it does kind of look like a lotion. This does have a little bit of scent to it. It's not overpowering, but it's a little more scent than the body cream. So, um, but anyway, I've just started using it today, but I'm excited about it. I like it. So, I brought along just two products that I've added into my face regimen. That one is the F81, which is the AHA HT serum face that I've been watching some trainings on, which I love. Two are the weekly trainings with Olivia. She's an esthetician and she just gives so much information on these products. But I love the fact that this is green. and you use it like once a week, and it's an exfoliator and just kind of sloughs off the dead skin cells and kind of, as she says, just kind of peels back the layers and get your skin ready to helps with cell turnover and regeneration. And then so just once a week, and so far I've really enjoyed it. And then this one is the vitamin C, and I love that this one's red. So I like all the colors, but you can use it in morning and night, but it just brightens. And the vitamin C from the um, I'm learning all the ingredients. Is it the, which one is this one? I wrote it down. No, I didn't. Is it the camo? Is that the one with the that's highly vitamin C? I think it's the
Yeah,
camo that's in
yeah,
here.
I
Yeah.
think so.
So
I
there
don't
is
think I
vitamin
have that
C,
one.
but then there's the camo. But yeah, I've been using this in the mornings. Um, and I really like it. It just kind of brightens your face, and it helps with lightening and brightening. It helps with your collagen synthesis, so it is anti-aging. And so just kind of an addition to the other serum and the elixir mix. So just anything to help with get away the dullness in the face. So
Yeah, I love so yeah, I don't have that one. But I love that there are, so we're at 90 products roughly in the catalog. And I think that that doesn't mean that you need a lot of products. It's that usually we recommend people start out with like just a couple things, like I was mentioning, maybe just a couple skincare items and maybe an internal. And the best thing to do is to, take the quiz of the, the consultant that invited you. And if you're viewing the replay, you just reach out to them. They can give you the link. And I also just wanted to quickly mention before we open it up for questions, which we will do in just a second. There are three ways that you can kind of help us as consultants and be involved. One way is to you can become a customer, like we were just talking about, and try the products, and you have the 365-day guarantee. And definitely, I think you will not be disappointed. I haven't had a customer yet be disappointed, but I love that we have that guarantee to rely on. The second thing is you could join us in being a Waterless Beauty consultant. I just did not see myself here, 7 months ago, and I'm so excited I am. It really lights me up every day. I get to pick people I want to work with, like Lisa and Kelly, and it's just really such an awesome thing to do alongside my day job. And I just like the creativity that we can do with it. And like Lisa and I always talk about, like, we're on the learning planet. So like if we want to keep learning, this is cool to like open up and learn more. And we learn by doing. So if you have questions about being a consultant or the specifics around that, you can reach back to the person that invited you. And then the last way, and really just equally as important, is referrals. If you know someone who maybe could use extra income, has been looking for something else to get involved in, really needs some help with their skin. Certainly, if you referrals are just like the lifeblood of any of our businesses, and we just appreciate you kind of thinking of us anytime you might be in a situation where that comes up. So thank you guys so much for listening. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, but then we can open up so the people that are on live can have an open discussion. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Jen, I wanted to add something I learned
Oh,
today.
before I stop recording?
I
Yeah,
mean,
go
I don't
ahead.
know.
Yes, good. No, I love it. Yeah,
So
tell me
I am
something.
taking a course this week called Women's Health and Menopause, which is all thing women care. But there was a section on skin products and derm, and she was talking about different sunscreens and how tinted sunscreens also protect against blue light, I didn't
Oh.
know that was something we needed protection for. So the mineral, I think zinc does a little bit. So I just was Googling it because I didn't have a chance during the course to look. And our olive rose has the iron oxides in it that protect against blue light. Also, olive rose does have some titanium, which is a mineral sunscreen. So the olive rose tinted skincare definitely provides sun protection. Because of the way it comes from Europe, I don't think they can label it specifically
Mhm.
as SPF. Um, they did mention that sunscreens from Europe are a lot better, and that if you travel over there, you should stock up on sunscreen. Um,
It's true.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's where some
yeah,
really good brands have come. But once they come here, unfortunately, they kind of
are
do
different.
some
Yeah.
stuff to them with yeah. So, but I love that. Yeah, that is awesome. That is such
So I
a
just wanted
great
to,
thing.
yeah. So learning and it's just super fun. Um, and I wanted to say you shared the three ways that people can try the products. When Jen mentioned referrals, there's also something that if you really are interested in the products, but you're not sure if it's in your budget right now, you can host a glow workshop and we
Oh,
can do
yes.
these virtually or in person. And depending on the people you invite and when they decide to purchase, depending on the volume of the guests who purchase, you can get a voucher towards product, which is a great way also to earn your product if you're not sure about like jumping in and being a waterless beauty consultant with us.
Yes, that's so great. Yeah, the flow workshops and the it starts at $150 voucher, based on a threshold, but it's actually not. I think it's about 3 orders, something like that. So yeah, definitely we can go over the details with anyone interested in doing that. So I'm gonna stop the recording and then we'll see if anyone has any questions. Thanks, Kelly.